I stood there in the rain, soaked to the bone, watching my life get tossed out of a second-story window like garbage. My clothes, my books, my laptop, all of it flying through the air and landing in the wet grass. And up there, at the window, was my wife, screaming, furious, her face twisted like I'd never seen before. Her two best friends on the porch below, clapping, laughing, like this was some kind of show they'd been waiting for. And then she said it. Call the cops if you want. They'll believe me, not you. She wasn't scared. She was confident, because in her mind, she'd already won. Just minutes earlier, I'd walked up to my own house after a long shift at the fire station, mandatory overtime. I'd texted her, told her I'd be late, didn't think it was a big deal, but she'd made a reservation, fancy dinner, candles, the whole thing, and I missed it. That was the spark. When I tried to walk past her to get inside, she lunged, her nails ripped across my cheek, four sharp lines burning down my face. I didn't fight back. I just froze. The shock hit harder than the pain. Then she stepped back, flanked by her friends, and smiled, like she'd just pulled off a perfect play. "What are you going to do now, Mike?" she sneered. "Call the cops. Go on. I dare you." She pointed at the scene, my stuff in the yard, the scratches on my face, her friends ready to swear I attacked her. In her version, she was the victim, I was the monster. And honestly, a part of me believed she might be right. I looked at her, this woman I'd married 2 years ago, who I once thought was everything good in the world, and realized I didn't know her at all. I didn't say a word. I just reached into my pocket. She saw me pull out my phone. Her smirk grew wider. She thought I was scared, weak, desperate. She thought I was calling 911. But I didn't. I sent one text, short, simple, a code from when we were kids, 10 to 34. My address. Need you now. That's all. Because she didn't know about my brother. She didn't know we'd rebuilt our relationship after 15 years of silence. And she had no idea that my older brother, Kevin, was now a sergeant with the city police, and that his shift had just started 20 minutes ago. My name's Mike. I'm 36. I'm a firefighter. My job? To run into places everyone else runs out of, to bring order to chaos, to save people. Jenna, she was different when we met. 33 years old, sharp, passionate. She worked as a paralegal, helped women who'd been through abuse. She volunteered at a women's advocacy center, talked about justice like it was a mission. I fell for that. I believed in her. We got married. I let her move into my house, the one I bought with money from my dad's inheritance. When she said she wanted to quit her job and become a life coach, I supported her, paid for her certifications, covered the mortgage, all the bills. I wanted her to succeed. But somewhere along the way, her mission changed. It wasn't about helping women anymore. It was about controlling me. She started talking down to me, said my job was reckless, my friends were unrefined. She'd have long talks with Amy and Lisa on the patio, but the second I walked outside, they'd go silent. I brushed it off, thought it was stress, thought maybe I was imagining things. But this wasn't stress. This was a setup. Because missing dinner wasn't the real reason, it was the excuse. She wanted this fight. She wanted the cops to show up. She knew exactly how to play the victim because she'd studied the system. She knew the words, the tears, the right kind of fear to fake. And she was sure, so sure, that any officer who showed up would see a hysterical woman, a man with scratches on his face, and automatically take her side. She thought I was alone. She thought I had no one. But she forgot one thing. I'm not just a firefighter. I'm someone's little brother. The sirens started as a distant wail. Then they grew louder. Red and blue lights cut through the gray rain, painting the street in flashes. Jenna's smile didn't fade. If anything, it got bigger. She crossed her arms, ready to perform. 2 patrol cars pulled up. 4 officers stepped out. And then, the back door of the second car opened, and he stepped out, Kevin, not in uniform, just jeans and a department-issued jacket. But the second he walked onto that lawn, the air changed. The officers straightened. The chaos quieted. He didn't look at Jenna, didn't look at her friends. He walked straight to me, stopped in front of me, looked at the scratches on my face. I saw his jaw tighten. Then he put a hand on my shoulder and said, "Lo, just for me. Don't worry, little brother. We'll handle this." I hadn't heard that voice in 15 years, not since the night our dad died. He was a rookie cop back then. I was 19. Our father, a firefighter, died in a warehouse fire. The grief tore us apart. A few months later, I told Kevin I was joining the fire academy. He begged me not to. "I can't lose you too," he said. I was stubborn, told him it was my life, my choice. We fought. A brutal, screaming match. And then we didn't speak for over a decade. Different states, different lives, just silence. But 6 months ago, he got transferred back to our city. Reached out. We met for a beer. One turned into two. Then weekly dinners. Then long talks about dad, about regret, about how stupid we'd been. We were rebuilding what we'd lost. And I never told Jenna, because that bond, it was mine, the only thing in my life that wasn't hers, the only thing that still felt real. Now, as Kevin turned and gave orders, turn on body cams. Separate the witnesses. I'll take his statement. I saw Jenna's confidence crack. She didn't recognize him, but she could see he wasn't treating me like a suspect. He was protecting me. Officer Davis started questioning her. Jenna played her part perfectly, sobbing, claiming I'd attacked her, that I had a drinking problem, that I threw her out and assaulted her in a jealous rage. Amy and Lisa backed her up. Every lie, every detail, polished. But Kevin just listened. Then he walked over. "Ma'am," he said calmly, "you're saying your husband assaulted you, and you scratched him in self-defense?" "Yes," she cried. "He's dangerous." Kevin pulled out his phone. "I have one piece of evidence I'd like you to see." He turned the screen and played the video from the security camera above my front door, clear, unedited, unmistakable. It showed Jenna screaming, throwing my things out the window. It showed me walking up, calm, quiet. It showed her lunging at me, unprovoked, and clawing my face. The rain was the only sound. Jenna went pale. Her friends looked like they might throw up. Kevin put the phone away. "That," he said cold, "is what actually happened." Then he turned to Officer Davis. "Place Miss Miller under arrest for domestic assault. And I want her friends brought in for questioning. Filing a false police report is a felony." Chaos erupted. Jenna screamed that I'd set her up, that the video was fake. Amy and Lisa started backpedaling, saying they were scared and confused. Too late. Their lies were all on body cam. As Davis cuffed Jenna, she finally looked at Kevin. Really looked, and she saw it. The same eyes, the same jawline. "Who are you?" she stammered. Kevin didn't blink. "I'm his brother." They led her away. She pressed her face to the window of the patrol car, staring at me with pure hatred. I didn't feel joy. I didn't feel victory. I just felt empty. Kevin came back, put his arm around me. "You're not staying here tonight. You're with me." That night, I slept on his couch. He made us steaks. We didn't talk much at first. But later, we did, about Dad, about the fight, about 15 years. Lost. For the first time in years, I didn't feel alone. 2 weeks later, the fallout was brutal. Jenna got out on bail. Her parents paid. She's facing domestic assault charges. With the video and the body cam footage, her case is dead on arrival. Amy and Lisa are facing felony charges, of course. They turned on her, said she pressured them. Their friendship? Just another lie. The Women's Center banned her. Her life coaching business? Gone. Her name? Toxic. I filed for divorce. My lawyer says it'll be clean. The house is mine. She gets nothing. But the best thing? Kevin and me. We're closer than we've ever been. We talk every day, plan fishing trips. Last weekend, we went to clean out the house. We boxed up every last thing of hers. And then, I found it. My dad's photo, thrown in the mud, face down, glass shattered. Something broke in me then, not sadness, anger. She didn't just attack me. She disrespected my father's memory. I picked it up, took it home, ordered a new frame, solid oak. It's back on my nightstand now. 3 months later, it's over. Divorce is final. Criminal case closed. Jenna pleaded no contest, got 2 years probation, a fine, court-ordered therapy. She's living in a tiny apartment across town. Her parents pay the rent. No job, no friends, no power. The woman who thought she could manipulate the system? Now she's trapped by it. But here's the thing. This story isn't about her downfall. It's about what came after. It's about me standing in my quiet house, finally mine again. It's about Kevin and me visiting Dad's grave together for the first time in 15 years. He put his arm around me and said, "You know, he would have been proud of you. You stayed calm. You didn't let her drag you down. You handled it like a man." Coming from him, that meant everything. She thought the cops would believe her. She thought I had no one. She thought she could burn my life to the ground. But she forgot one thing. I'm a firefighter, and my job is to walk into the flames and come out stronger. She didn't destroy me. She reminded me who I really am. And the only person who needed to believe me was my brother. And he was there,